do, y'all. Y'all know what it is, man. Another episode, the Bread Tuck, the executive. I'm Chris. That's Mike.
What
What's
up? What
up
up?
with you, man?
Man, good, man. Yo, man, got to first of all say thank God that this weather stopped and this rain stopped in our city, man. It's been crazy the past couple of days.
Yeah, man. To all the people that lost a life in the flood, or people who are going through it, man. Hold your head up.
Sure.
Rest in peace to the people that lost their lives. Our hearts go out to you, man. It was crazy out here, man.
Man, it was too crazy, man. I think we had about, good 8 people drowned from water.
Man.
So, yeah, but I'm glad to see sunny days back in the H like today, man. This
Oh,
is what
yeah.
Houston is about right now.
Yeah, man, and we survivors, man. Whatever it is, we gonna make it through it, man. But y'all know what it is, man.
Sure.
Oh man, what else, Mike? What else been going on with you, man?
Man,
Oh,
that's pretty much it, man. You know, everyday grind like usual, man.
yeah, I'm with you. And man, shout out to that boy Saint Pat, man. We ain't recorded in 2 weeks. We had to let that Saint Pat episode breathe, man.
Yeah, man. I think we blessed the people with a jewel on that one.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Saint Pat, and you know we later on we're gonna have to bring that cat back on, Mike.
Nah,
you
of
know what
course.
it is, man.
Of course.
But
Of course.
I know you've been looking at the news lately, reading up on these articles, man. Rest in peace, Prince, man.
Man, rest in peace to the legend Prince, the original panty dropper, R&B singer,
Okay.
pop icon.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Whatever you want to call Prince, man. Prince was a legend, man. My mama listened to Prince. You know, we grew up listening to Prince, man. Rest in peace to the homie.
I'm with you, man. No,
There we go.
absolutely no disrespect to
Here we
Prince.
go,
Shout out to
man.
Prince. I wouldn't
C-Rob, man,
disrespect
don't diss
anybody.
Prince,
No, I wouldn't disrespect anybody that's left this earth. Were you really into Prince like that though, Mike?
Man, I'm gonna be honest. As a kid, the reason why I was into Prince as a kid, because my sister was into Prince. I grew up. My sister used to be jamming "Diamonds and Pearls."
Mm-hmm.
That's like probably my favorite Prince song of all time. To be honest with you, you know what I mean. Of course, "Purple Rain." You know what I mean. Like, when doves cry. Like, you know what I mean. Like, that's the Prince joints that we used to grow up listening to. My sister really put me on Prince when I was younger. Now, of course, when I got older, like, was I still a fan of Prince? I mean, not really, but at the end of the day, though, you still respect Prince, and I still knew Prince music at the end of the day.
Okay, all right, man. Shout out to Prince, man.
Yeah, for sure.
I can't front and say I was just into him like that. And to
Yeah.
be honest with you, I only really genuinely cared for like one Prince song, and that was that Diamonds and Pearls. But
Diamonds and Pearls was a hit, boy.
yeah, man, it was
Yeah.
hard, man. I just couldn't get into him like that. No
Yeah.
disrespect, and again, God bless the dead. It was just I couldn't get with his whole image thing. I just couldn't follow it.
I mean, that's what made Prince Prince, because at the end of the day, everybody respected Prince, from the gangsters to the white people to pop stars, to the rappers, to the R&B singers. Everybody respected Prince, because I know Prince's look was always crazy to see a man in tights and bikini bottoms and all that, and the perm hair. But you also have to respect Prince when Prince had 2 of the baddest women in the game at one time.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? As his girlfriends, because he definitely was very, I guess the word is metrosexual, but Prince was definitely had the ladies though, man. That's the thing about him, why you have to respect him.
Yeah, man. I mean, he did his thing, man. But I gotta be honest with you. What I really loved about the brother was he was a true artist, man.
Nah,
And when
of
you're
course.
a true
course.
artist and you care about your craft, man, you get rebellious sometimes, Mike.
Of course.
Because you think about him as a businessman and just as an artist, man, he wanted to control his art. So he was always going back and forth with the record labels, man.
Mhm.
You think about it, in, what was it, 90, whatever year it was, in the 90s, he, what was it? He changed his name.
To
He
the
wasn't
symbol.
Prince, he went by a symbol.
Mm-hmm.
And he began just dropping a bunch of CDs at one time, man, because he wanted to get out of his deal with the label.
Uh-huh.
He was just being rebellious with the label. Now,
Yeah.
that's what I love, Mike.
Yeah, one of the originators of doing your own thing. Prince got over 20 albums.
Yeah, I looked. He had like 39 albums,
Yeah,
Mike.
Prince got a lot of albums, man. That's what people don't realize. And I read something where it says right before he died, he finally got masters to every last one of his albums of his catalog. He owned 100% ownership of it. And for anybody in the music industry, you want to own your masters. You want to own everything to your music, because that's how you're going to survive the rest of your life and pass it on to your family. So,
And
you know what I mean?
it's funny you bring that up, Mike, and that's why this death doesn't make sense to me, bro.
Okay.
Don't get me. I'm not trying to be black man conspiracy theory guy
Yeah.
and all that, Mike. But
Yeah.
I saw Prince on TV, and the brother looked, very healthy,
Mhm.
whatever. I think he was a vegetarian, and all of a sudden, Mike, he just dies. Like 2 years or a year and a half after he gets his whole catalog, Mike. Now watch this, Mike. We're talking about Prince. We're talking about a super mega ultra star, right? Prince being independent is different from Rich Homie Quan being independent, Mike.
Yeah, of course.
It's a whole different ball game
Yeah, of
financially,
course.
right?
Of course.
And when you think back at how Michael Jackson died, and things are just still questionable to me about that.
Yeah.
Michael Jackson obtains the Beatles catalog, then all of a sudden Michael Jackson dies. Prince obtains his catalog, and all of a sudden he just ups and dies, Mike.
Yeah. I mean, I guess my question to you is, do you think he actually is dead or he isn't dead?
No, I think he's dead.
Okay.
But
You
I
think-
don't. I mean, the reports are crazy. I heard somewhere they trying to say it was a drug overdose. I heard somewhere they trying to say it was a flu or pneumonia or something. Which one is it, man?
Yeah. I heard pneumonia at first too, but at the end of the day, man, honestly, to be honest with you, I don't know. It was definitely a shock because I was in the gym yesterday, and then I look up, they was at the TV playing in the gym, and I looked up and I see singer Prince is dead. I was
Yeah,
like,
it was
what?
a shock. It came out of nowhere.
Yeah,
Mike.
I was like, how that happened? But it was almost a shocker, just like when you found out Mike was dead too. You know what I mean?
That's just
So-
what I'm saying. I'm not trying to be conspiracy guy, Mike,
Yeah.
but this stuff isn't making sense. Then Prince died in his elevator at home. In his
Now that did sound weird,
that's
passing the
what I'm
elevator.
saying, Mike.
I don't know. I know you put me on game. They did the autopsy on his body today, so I guess we'll find out, what it is. But at the end of the day, regardless of how he died, man, it's like all of our legends are leaving us. You know what I mean? And that's
all of our legends
Yeah.
are being taken from us, Mike.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't say Whitney was taken from us. I say Whitney did it to herself.
I mean, yeah, that was an exception.
Yeah. But and rest in peace to Whitney Houston too. But it's just at the end of the day, regardless of how they take it from us, man, it's always sad when we losing our legends because
Of course.
it's like these are the people that generations and generations of fans, grew up on. Even little kids know about Michael Jackson to this day and never even seen Michael Jackson video or something. You know what I mean?
Of course.
That music will forever live on. So whoever owns Prince catalog now is, I don't know about his children or whatever, but whoever owns his catalog, man, I hope they do right by it. You know what I mean? At least.
I mean, that's the thing, man, because, when you think about it, a lot of cats are going to be inspired by Prince. There's a lot of people that aren't born yet who are going to be inspired by Prince. And this is the crazy thing, man. Towards Prince's later, the later years of his life, he was getting more socially active. And it's crazy, man. Once a black man has a platform, right? And he gets to the point where he's actually putting out knowledge that can help you grow, all of a sudden, man, that man just comes up dead. I mean, look at Tupac, right? Huh?
Yeah,
So
with Tupac, I think that's kind of different though, man.
I mean, okay, you talking about the
Pac was really involved with those streets too, though. So that was a different aspect of a lot of things.
I mean, but not to take away from Prince. We'll get back to Prince, but towards Pac's later years of his life, and I wasn't the biggest Pac fan. I couldn't listen to it when I was younger, but he started to get political and just kind of understand.
Yeah, Pac's always been political since Pac's first
you're right.
album.
You're right.
You know
You're
what I
right.
mean? You gotta think about Brenda's Got a Baby and Trapped and all them songs like that from Tupac, his first album. But only thing, like I said about Pac is Pac was really involved in a lot of streets and a lot of shit that was outside of what he was talking about socially, consciously wise. Prince, man, I honestly don't know, C-Rob.
Mike, I'm
Like,
telling
there
you.
is a conspiracy theory, there's always a possibility of that, but whatever it is, I'm interested in really know how he died. And then I think until we find out what they say as far as the autopsy, how he died, that's when I think we can really put our opinions on it. You
Of
know what I
course,
mean?
man. I put out a tweet. Janelle Monáe put out a tweet, and it said something along the lines of, R.I.P. Prince. He told me to look at what's my documentary's name? Oh man, what is it about the? He told me to look at Hidden Colors 1 and 2. Then it said like wake up, and you know Hidden Colors. Those are the documentaries that kind of expose the racist white supremacy activity that's going on. So that's what I'm saying, man. You talking about
put us on game where we can look at where we can find that documentary at.
Man, you can find it on, let me see, PBS every now and again. They play reruns of it, but you can buy it on iTunes. You can buy it on Amazon. As a matter of fact,
can you YouTube that joint?
You can YouTube parts of it. I don't think it has it in its entirety, but you can get big chunks of it, man. But I don't know, Mike. That's what I'm saying, man. When you become when you're this black man and you become a powerful figure, you're able to buy your catalog, which is probably worth hundreds of millions of dollars.